guys, welcome back to another video. This vlog is very special because I got the opportunity to be a student speaker for my school's TEDx event and I was super excited for it. Over here, this is like the day before the event, so rehearsals, we're going through everything. Right now, I'm doing like a mock interview, so like a pretend interview for one that was supposed to happen on the actual day. Obviously, it didn't happen because the actual event was very busy and very hectic, but oh my gosh, it was so rewarding.
What does unmute mean to you?
Unmute means self-expression to me, to be able to just express yourself in different aspects of life, to believe for what you stand for and to say what you stand for. That's what it means to unmute. Right. To be comfortable in your voice. Because sometimes people are uncomfortable within themselves, but if you find your confidence, you gain your voice, and that way you can speak about the things that really matter to you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have issues with their confidence and all, and I think, hearing that should also give them a big boost.
After the interviews, I just went back to the auditorium where I had my rehearsals. Then I watched the full dress rehearsal for the entire event, and once that was over with, I just went back home to prepare for tomorrow. It was really loud where I was, but I was basically saying, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. In today's video, I am a TEDx speaker. That was literally just a premise. That's what I was trying to say. Then I was like pointing at the cardboard stand, like, look at me, look how good I look. There's a stand of me. But that was it. Then I was just talking about how I'm about to be seated and where I need to go and what I'm about to do today before my speech. Let's get into it. This is such a hot photo of me. They low-key airbrush the shit out of my face. Hello. Do you want to be a part of my vlog?
I want to be a part of your vlog.
Guys, so this is, just introduce yourself.
I'm Joa here, Camille about my love. I'm also a TEDx speaker today.
So she's one of the speakers today. I'm very excited. So I'm currently on my way to the VC's office right now. There's already a car, I think, about to take us in, so let me just show you guys. I'm the last person speaking because, like, you know, they save the best for last.
Mute and show me your excitement. Wonderful. I am excited to be here as well. I'm your host. My name is Sophie, and I look forward to having a great time with you all today. Our amazing speakers are here. Personally, I'm ready for them to unmute their mics and take it away. Who's excited? All right. To open this evening.
Now University of Nigeria, Abuja. Someone who's very dear to all of us. Someone who believes in education. Somebody who has planted education institutions across the globe from
TEDx event is part of a global conversation that takes place every day.
Do I still have my ablution? Why not you're mute about the one thing that your mind is never quiet about? Why not you're mute about the one thing that keeps you up at night? Why not you're mute about OCD? When I told people I trusted and people I sought advice from that I was coming on
in banking and other financial institutions, I came up with a topic that has, we don't talk about it. They were not taught in the classroom, and many young professionals graduated from school and come into labor. But not every pressure is harm. When you have these two things in your head, you will go and conquer, just as many professionals are conquering. Look at Funke this morning. Right from student office, you see the accolades and all of that. My wife is an ardent fan of you. Like, she can fight because of Funke Akindele, but they've not met once.
Stories that make people think. So let's talk about when I was told I was going to speak about unmute. That mute button is permanently on in this part of the country. We know that. We don't want to dwell in any pain. We just want to laugh about it to make sure we find a solution to that problem that is affecting you in school. Right? So this is it. Laugh about things that bring joy. When you are laughing, take a pause. Is it joyful? Or am I hiding something? When you find out the truth, please don't turn that truth to vibes. Don't turn it to jokes. Unmute it. Thank you.
I'm not a stranger to hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars.
You see, we are all locked in with the trends. The big question now is, are we truly
It has a strong interest in exploring ideas, perspectives, and human experiences through writing and storytelling. She enjoys engaging with complex and sometimes controversial topics, often drawing inspiration from Gothic literature and video essays that challenge conventional thinking. For Adeola, writing is not just a hobby, it's a tool for personal growth and a way to explore unique concepts and perspectives. Adeola is also an active member of the campus community. She serves as the executive secretary of the Nile Arts and Creative Club, where she contributes to fostering creativity, dialogue, and artistic expression among students. A natural speaker, Adeola enjoys sharing ideas with others and believes in the power of conversation to spark reflection and new ways of thinking. With a lot of excitement, please put your hands together and welcome on stage Adeola Salisu.
Do you ever pick up your phone and you start scrolling for about 10 minutes? But then 10 quickly turns into 20, then from 20 to 30. We're looking at endless videos. One could say, modern women don't need men. The next room might say, all men cheat. But the next one, I'm an alpha male, What do you bring to the table? Now the final one, before you get tired. Women should be seen and not heard. The funny thing is, we laugh, we like, we scroll, but we're definitely watching. And whether we believe it or not, this sticks with us. For the longest time, I thought this behavior was normal. Hating, demeaning, and degrading one another on the internet because to you and me, it was fun to engage in virtual conflict that would have no supposed effect on us. Men versus women, us versus them, my side versus your side. But what if I said that this current wave of gender wars isn't coincidence, but by design? That slowly, we start to consume content which triggers anger significantly more than regular videos. We've become prejudiced, viewing people as reasons for animosity and contempt. Growing up at a very young age, I've learned to keep my distance away from boys. Not because of cooties, but because association to the other sex was like a target at the back of my head. Girls play with girls and boys play with boys. You have your side of the playground and I have mine. Now, if you've made this unfortunate decision by stepping out of this frame, just as I've done, you would have experienced one of two things: shame or ridicule from your peers. Because talking to a boy indicated romantic interest, eliminating reasons why children in the same age group who had similar interests, who listened to the same music, would talk to each other in the first place. Without realizing, I've created a distance, not wanting to be misunderstood or shunned by my peers. But the dangers with this kind of thinking is that it limits our views so that we view men or women as objects of desire instead of people. Limited views allow for limited insights. We will never be able to understand each other or perceive each other. No perspectives, no insights, no views at all. The world today, impacted by its technological advancements and social media, has pushed this image of what male and female relationships look like. Most, but not all, are purely romantical or transactionally based relationships that just end up aiding in the rise of toxic or interest-conflicted opinions. We cannot be in relationships freely, platonic or otherwise, if we view each other as the problem. We have all these podcasters, the red pill, who view women, as tools for male validation, claiming they can be easily replaced by the age of 25. They tell men to get their money up and be strong, while offering no real solution to the male loneliness epidemic, because they don't believe in the men's mental health, but in policing women's bodies, in teaching men harmful ideologies, and the occasional crypto investment. If we look at Sprinkle Sprinkle Woman, they don't view men as men at all, but investments for finance, assets to be manipulated for money, tools to gain, not for love, not for romance, but for future investments. An example of this would be a recent article that had just came out. It's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. To be with one, or the idea of one, is socially acceptable. But to like one and to date one is like social suicide. These people will forever find the doubt in each other, never understanding themselves, claiming higher standards that they themselves will never fit. Do we see the common denominator here? What happens when the algorithm feeds us content, telling us that the other side is the problem? There's an Orwellian term from the book 1984 by George Orwell, known as doublespeak. Doublespeak is a way in which language, misused by a collective, manipulates public perception, disguising lies as the truth. If you and I were told something, and it sounds pleasing enough, we would believe it without a doubt. Men and women can never be just friends. How many times have we heard this phrase? Because I've heard it before, millions of times. Never insinuates that we can't even form genuine relationships, actual bonds amongst ourselves, because we view ourselves as tools for romance and love instead of people. Or if I were to quote the book itself and say that the aim of the party was not merely to just destroy the loyalties between men and women, in which itself can no longer control. And obviously, a more dramatized statement, but it simply means that the current agenda is to destroy our social bonds, forever weaponizing language, media, and understanding. Unity over division. As the younger generation, our focus shouldn't be on division with each other, but unity. We all have different skills in life that aid in different aspects in which we can use to build our society. While it's true, it's not our reality. We eagerly seek chaos in others' relationships while downplaying the gravity of its influence in ours. Not knowing that we will pay for this ignorance, because if something doesn't affect us directly, it will have an impact indirectly. During COVID, red pill or manosphere content was something that we've all engaged in, no matter the context, whether it was positive or not. It presented itself as an escape for men who didn't have an emotional outlet, or men who found themselves in poor or uncomfortable conditions. But that wasn't the case. It became a way for men, unhappy and displeased, to push down on feminism, to assert male dominance, all while avoiding the real problem. It didn't solve any issues, but we did create a domino effect for women with the exact same kind of energy, misandrists. Different outcomes, but the same messages. Somewhere along the line, our view of each other has become one-dimensional, forgetting that men and women can be friends, co-creators, collaborators, teammates. Important figures like the Curies with their research on radioactivity, or Harriet Tubman, a key figure in the abolitionist movement, had men like Frederick Douglass who supported her every move. The world progresses because we work together and not against one another. But what does collaboration actually require? What does the bigger picture actually look like? Gender balance efforts require equal collaboration in our research, education, and infrastructure facilities. Collaboration goes a long way. It needs accountability. It needs us to push back on narrative ideas or narrative views, causing bias, fueling division. So, the next time you find yourself looking at that piece, scrolling through that reel, replying to that tweet, think to yourself, does this promote understanding or fuel bias? Are we encouraging growth or causing reason for division? Remember that every like, every share, and every post is something that would affect our day-to-day life. Don't be afraid of accountability. Use it to create awareness. We have a voice. We just need to unmute.